Hey there, tech fans. Rick here again with another product that I think you're going to really like. It's a set of Bluetooth wireless headphones from our friends over at Riwbox that offers all the features that you're going to want in a product like this at a price point that I think you're going to find pretty incredible. Now, I spend a lot of time around technology. I'm always testing new gear. And when I come across a product like this that offers advanced functionality at a really decent price point, I get pretty excited and I can't wait to talk about it on the channel because what Riwbox has built into the TX8, which is the model I have in front of me, are features that are normally only found on the really expensive Bluetooth headsets into a product that fits into pretty much any budget. Now, I've spent a lot of time around Bluetooth headsets. I actually own a couple of the really big name Bluetooth headsets that are very expensive, and I find that I treat those like the crown jewels. They're very well protected. I don't take them out that often. I may use them if I'm on a call with a client, or if I'm traveling, I'll take them with me on the airplane and I'll put them on for that long 5-hour flight to the West Coast. But I protect them. They go right back in the case. The kids can't use them. They don't leave the office. But there are other times where I'm out in the backyard, maybe I'm doing some landscaping or knocking around back there, or the kids are in the car in the back seat and they want a set of headphones to watch their movie on their tablet, and I need a second set of headphones that I don't mind using in those situations that are less expensive and typically don't have the features of the more expensive headsets. Well, what Riwbox has built into this TX8 set are features, again, that I normally only have in those really expensive headsets into a model that, I'll be honest with you, I use it a lot around the house, and the kids are using it around the house a lot because it does everything it needs to do at a price point that is easy to fit into any budget. Now, some of the specifications, the unit itself will run for 14 hours on a full charge, which is pretty incredible because normally the lower priced headsets will go a couple of hours. So having a headset that'll run 14 hours on a full charge is pretty cool. That's a nice long car ride. You can charge it in 90 minutes. It charges through a USB-C as well, so it's the latest charging standard, and you can quick charge them to get them up to a full charge in 90 minutes. Other things you want to care about are the way they connect over Bluetooth. This set uses the very latest in Bluetooth 5.0, which means you're going to have a rock solid connection between this and whatever you're connecting to over that Bluetooth connection, up to about 35 or 40 feet. So if you're watching something on a tablet, no problem. You can walk around your house a little bit as long as you stay close enough to whatever is transmitting the Bluetooth to you. Other features that really separate this, a lot of the lower priced Bluetooth headsets don't offer micro SD card slots. This one has a micro SD card slot on it, and you might be thinking, why do I need that? Well, sometimes you may want to wear these out in the backyard and you don't have your phone with you because you're out there gardening and you don't want to bring the phone out and drop it in the grass. You can load songs or even an audiobook onto a micro SD card, slide it in here, and play it through those headphones. So you can be out in the backyard listening to music without connecting to anything, which is really nice. It also offers a microphone, so I can use this for conference calls. It's got a two-way mic and it's got a mute button on it, so it not only works as a Bluetooth headset when I'm listening to music or I'm watching a movie on the TV, but I can also pick up calls on my phone, talk to people, over the phone. It does so much. Another thing I like an awful lot about it is that in addition to being a Bluetooth headset, it's also a wired headset, so I can connect a 3.5mm cord, which by the way they include in the kit, to my device. So if I'm running low on power, I can plug it in and use it like a regular headset. So it really has a ton of features built into it. And I have to say, the quality of this thing is just top notch. The arms lock out like that. When you're done, you can fold them in. They kind of, spoon like that, so you can throw them in your backpack. They're not going to crack. But the fit and finish on this thing really looks high end. They've got a black strap. Now it comes in a couple of different colors. You can get it in pink, white, gray, and black. I've got the black version in front of me. It's got gold accents on the side, so it really looks like a high-end set. It's got soft touch controls on it, so you can adjust the volume, move to the next song, you can mute calls. You can do everything you need to do on it pretty much from the sides. And again, it charges over USB-C. Now, as far as the unboxing goes, I always like to do an unboxing just to show you everything that comes with the kit, because again, at this price point, I didn't expect any of this stuff to come with it, but what they've done is built in, obviously, the headset. They've also included a charging cable, which is a USB-A on one end, any standard USB charger. The other end has a USB-C on it, which plugs into the headset, and you can charge it again in about 90 minutes from a standard charger. I think it's nice they've included that. They've also included the audio connection. Now, this cable blew me away. It's got a nice cloth woven exterior. It's heavy duty. It's got a right angle cable right here, and it's got a straight through cable here. So you can plug this end into your phone or your tablet, this into the headsets, and it's a nice long cable. So if you get low on battery power, you can plug it in and use it like a regular headset. And again, this is not cheap. This is not cheap. So when you look at the price of the headsets, I don't know how they include all these accessories and still keep the price point where it is. Full instruction manual and some cautionary information in there about how you charge the batteries and how you can protect it and how you can keep it safe. So everything you need to get started is in the kit. You pop the box open, charge up the headsets, connect it to your phone. You could be listening to music in 20 minutes. So it's a very nice little setup there. Now what I'd like to do next is take a closer look at the headset because it's hard for me to show you the quality of this far away from a camera. Plus I want to show you what the buttons do, where they're located, and all the other things you care about to use this product. And then I'll come back at the end and point out a few things that really separate this from pretty much every other Bluetooth headset I've tested on that inexpensive end of the spectrum. Now, you're not going to compare these to the $200-300 headsets, but I gotta be honest, I wear these an awful lot because I don't want to take the other ones out of my office and put them in harm's way. And I've got a couple of sets of these and I've been using them for a couple of months, and I am blown away by the quality of the audio, the comfort of the ear cups, just the ability of this headset to reproduce audio at a very, very high quality. So stay tuned. Next, I'll take a closer look at the headset, and then I'll come back and again point out a few things you can use to compare this to others you may be considering, because I like it an awful lot. So stay tuned for the closer look. Inside the kit, you'll find a charging cable and an audio cable. The charging cable has a full-sized USB-A connection on one end and a USB-C connection on the other end. And to charge the headset, you'll plug this end into any standard USB wall charger and plug the USB-C into the headset. It takes about 90 minutes to fully charge the unit. You'll also find an audio cable that can be used to turn this into a wired headset. It's got an L connection on one end, 3.5mm, and a straight through on the other end. You'll plug this into the headset and this into your tablet or your phone, and you can turn it into a wired headset. There's also a control right here that you can use to modify some of the functions depending on the device you're using. But it's a really high quality cable. If you look closely, there's a really nice cloth woven exterior, very heavy duty. It's going to last you a long time. Now the headset itself is really high quality. They've done a great job with both the fit and finish on this. I love the color scheme on it. It's black with a gold accents on the outside of it. They make two other models. One of them is pink, one's white, and one's gray, but I really like the black with the gold accents. You'll hear the clicking up top there. It's a high quality joint right there. That's where a lot of the less expensive ones fall apart, is in that joint. So really nice there. Plenty of padding on the top. The ear cups are incredibly comfortable. They're nice and soft, but they're breathable as well. So when you put these on, you're not going to have to worry about your ears getting warm and all the sweating that normally occurs when you're using a cheaper set of headphones that have maybe a vinyl covering on them. Now, as far as controls go, everything is over here on this side. You've got a power button, volume up, volume down, and you've got a mute button, which is kind of a multi-function button as well. You'll find a micro SD slot right there where you can put a small memory card in that's got music on it, and you can play those songs on the headset without connecting to any device. And then underneath this flap right here, which helps to make it waterproof, you'll find the audio connection if you want to turn it into a wired headset, and the USB-C port that you'll use for charging. When you're done with it, though, make sure you close this up, and that helps to keep it waterproof. You'll see a little hole right there for the microphone. You'll also notice that there are touch controls on the side, so you can use these controls for volume and other functions, and this touch control can mute or advance or hang up a call or pick up a call. So there's a lot of functionality built into the set. And again, the quality on this is absolutely amazing for the price point. I am really blown away by how well these held up over the last couple of weeks of testing. I just really like the set an awful lot, and I think it gives you pretty much everything you need for a decent Bluetooth headset. I hope that closer look was helpful. Now here are a few key things to keep in mind when you're comparing the Riwbox TX8 Bluetooth headset to others you may be considering. And the first thing, and probably most important thing, is the connection topology. These use the very latest Bluetooth standard, it's 5.0. Some other sets may use an older version of Bluetooth, and where that becomes important is if you're going to use them with the TV and you're connecting up to watch a movie late at night when your wife's sleeping, if you get older versions of Bluetooth, you can have a synchronous issue between what's being said on TV and what you're hearing in your ears, and it'll drive you nuts because you'll see the lips moving, but the audio doesn't sync up. By having Bluetooth 5.0, you'll get perfect synchronicity between the image and what you're hearing in the headsets. You'll also get great distance. Again, 30-40 feet is pretty average for a Bluetooth 5.0 connection, which means you can put your phone down and walk around the patio and not have to worry about losing connection. The next thing you want to consider is how long it takes to charge a device and then how long you can use it once it's fully charged. A lot of the other models in the market maybe take a couple of hours to charge, and maybe you only get 3 or 4 hours of use out of them, which means you're constantly charging those headsets. With this particular model, 90 minutes to a full charge because it uses the USB-C connection, which is the latest standard in charging, and you can use it for up to 14 hours on a full charge, so I can fly to California and back without having to worry about charging these headphones. Another thing to consider is additional features beyond just the functionality of a Bluetooth headset. So with this one, you can use Bluetooth. You can also use a wired connection, which is really nice because there have been times I've been on an airplane using these, and I like using them on the airplane, where I've run out of power. And I'm thinking, boy, I've got 3 hours left in the plane. I sure wish I could connect them. Well, now I can connect them, so I can plug them right into my tablet and finish watching that movie. The other thing that's nice about it too is it's got a micro SD card slot on it, which you wouldn't think you'd use that often, but I find when I'm out in the backyard doing gardening or just knocking around cleaning things up, having a micro SD card with some music on it, sliding it in there, I don't have to worry about taking my phone out with me. I can listen to the music off the micro SD card. The last thing I want to talk about is the fit and finish, because even if everything else matches up, I have to tell you, this looks like a way more expensive headset than what you're paying for it. It really has just a beautiful fit and finish to it. I just love the black and the gold accents on it. When it clicks open, there's no cracking. You don't hear that snapping you hear in some of the less expensive sets. It's a really high engineered product, very comfortable band on the top. You've got a nice rubber band in here. This is an over-the-ear set, like I'd mentioned earlier. And what's nice about that is it cups your ear on the outside and it doesn't sweat as much. So the material here is soft and it's a bit porous, which means when you put headsets on, typically, especially if you're outside gardening, you're going to build up a little bit of sweat. And if there's no way for that moist air to evacuate, you're going to get wet ears. It's going to be very uncomfortable very quickly. This has sort of a breathable material where I don't find my ears getting wet when I'm outside wearing this, which is kind of a small point, but really important. They also label inside the cups, left and right, really clearly, so you know immediately when you pick it up which one goes on the right and which one goes on the left. So those are all the things to keep in mind, again, when you're trying to compare this to other headsets on the market. I've used them for a couple of months. I own a couple of sets of them. I like them an awful lot, and I think it's a really decent product for the price. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you're interested in this product and you want to get more information on it, I've got a link below where you can go check it out on the Amazon site. Again, if you buy it from that link, we get a little bit of credit, so it does help the channel. But go there and check out the product. See if it's something that makes sense for you, especially if you're comparing it to other models. It might be a really good choice for you. So that's all I had for today. Thanks an awful lot for watching. And until next time, as always, stay nerdy.